Hello and welcome to Phantom on a Budget's Phantom Makeup Tutorial. Back on YouTube once again. I'm Lindsay, also known as the Phantom from Phantom on a Budget, here demonstrating for you the Gaston Leroux Phantom makeup. And when I say Gaston Leroux, of course, I'm referring to the writer who wrote the original Phantom novel back in 1910 and brought the world to fame of the opera, where he had a slightly different look to the main character of Eric than perhaps most people are used to seeing, either through, say, the Lloyd Webber stage show or movie or other versions floating around out there. Leroux described Eric as having a depth's head, which means he had a very skeletal, skull-like appearance to his face, kind of scary and kind of creepy, and also requires a different set of techniques, maybe, that I didn't demonstrate in the stage makeup tutorial, which is already on YouTube. So I was asked to demonstrate these, and so here we go. And as you can see, this makeup, where it is very skull-like and whatnot, is very versatile for Halloween. So if you're looking to go, say, as a corpse or a zombie or ghoul or skull type of character, keep watching the tutorial. I'll try to throw a few hints your way as I go along. So let's get started. So here I am again, ready for makeup. I have my face all cleaned, free of any other makeup or cuts or anything that's going to irritate. Hair's up, ready to go, and my eyebrows are also covered. And again, because we're going to have latex in and around the eyebrow area, I want to make sure that they're covered and protected because the latex does not come out of hair. And for those of you who haven't seen the other Phantom makeup tutorial series on YouTube that I did, videos 2 and 3 cover foundation makeup like grease paint and cream makeup, things that you're going to use to cover and color the latex prosthetic work that we're going to do. And also I covered the supplies too in video 3. So for supplies with this Leroux or Halloween skull corpse type of makeup that we're going to do, very similar to the other Phantom makeup that I already have online here. Liquid latex, if you're not allergic. Again, make sure that you're not allergic to it before you use it. And so, in a cup ready to go. Sponges, preferably a few, very cheap and easy to find. Cotton, to help build the prosthetics and whatnot on your face. And because we have to manipulate the nose and bring it up and lift it to create that sort of Lon Chaney look, we need surgical or cloth tape, something that's nice and strong, and that's going to do the trick for you. In addition to the tape, you need spirit gum. You want either a water-based makeup like cake makeup, or you can use cream makeup or grease paint. Alcohol-activated makeup if you're, really fancy, or you could probably get away with just regular drugstore makeup, but it's not as opaque and it's not doesn't show up as well as the stage makeup, which is why I like stage makeup for this kind of work. So you also want a set of brushes or something to apply the makeup with. Setting powder if you're using cream or grease paint, and a setting spray for either finishing touches over your cream or grease paint makeup or as a setting for water-based makeup. As far as color goes, again, I love the eyeshadow palettes. They're cheap and very effective for adding depth and dimension and color and looking really creepy. Very easy to find. And if you want to do like a corpse, rotted flesh zombie kind of look for Halloween, you might want to also get some single-ply toilet paper or tissue paper. And what we'll do with that, I won't demonstrate it, but I'll tell you how to do it later, is create a really kind of gross, gnarly, rotted flesh look with that. While we're using liquid latex for this particular makeup, you can also create the same effect with nose putty or mortician's wax, that kind of material. Very useful if you're more comfortable working with wax. Leroux described Eric in his original novel, The Phantom of the Opera, as having a depth's head, which is equivalent to a skull-like appearance. He was very sunken in the cheek, and the eyes were sunken in. Didn't have a nose, and just looked very, very, very skeletal, very kind of creepy, bleh, which is great because it's going to be fun to recreate with the makeup. And also, since I'm kind of throwing Halloween tips in here too, and this kind of makeup again works really well if you want more of a skull-like or corpse type of scary costume this year for Halloween. So I'm gonna keep everything pretty much Phantom related, but I'll throw out a few good Halloween or rotted flesh zombie tips as I go along. So, you know, pay attention for those. But to get started, what we're gonna do, as before, you know, clean face, eyebrows are done. You take your sponge and your massive latex, and just like in the other tutorial, and I'm not going to go in depth into this because it's all in the other videos, you want to create a base where the latex is going to go. Latex and cotton, I should say. And that's going to be all around here, on your cheekbone, this diagrammatic arch right here, right on the side of the orbital bone, and right over the eyebrow on top of here. And we're building that up with latex and cotton to make the orbital area seem sunken in, and also building up here so we have more of a dramatic effect with the sunken in cheeks. And that's pretty much all you're going to need, with the exception of the nose, of course, which we'll do later for prosthetics. So what I'm going to do now is just apply a very thin layer of latex as a base to anchor everything down right along the cheek here and over this eyebrow that I've already covered. You know, keep it thin. It'll dry quickly in thin layers. I missed. Here we go. And when you're working with latex around the eye, be very careful so you don't get it anywhere in your eye or too close. So there we go. So next step, trying to rush through this pretty quickly because I don't want to spend as much time as I did on the other one, which is, you know, way too long. I'm going to tear off a little piece of cotton here, dip it in, and somebody asked me, you know, how do you avoid the mess? And you don't. This is messy. It's not clean in any way. And you're going to end up covered in latex no matter what you do. So, this is disgusting. And then the best thing that you can do is just have a bunch of paper towel handy and clean off your fingers every now and then. If you get a lot of latex on your hands, just let it dry for a minute or two and then rub it off. It comes right off. And again, just like before, and I was saying in the other video series, blend carefully. Whether you're using cotton and latex, or tissue and latex, or wax or putty, blend, 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 blend like a crazy person. Because otherwise it looks like crap. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it all around here, up over the top of the eye here, and on this side as well. So when I come back, hopefully I'll have that all done.